Is there a dark side to protein shakes? There just might be. Protein definitely is having a moment right now. We're all trying to figure out the key to health, right? Weight loss, muscle building, longevity. Is it low carb? Is it low fat? Is it vegan? Is it vegetarian, carnivore? Protein is something that people are starting to really focus on. And I'm a proponent of that. Walk into any supermarket or health food store and you'll see the shelves overflowing with protein shakes and bars. It's estimated that around 1 in 10 people eat a protein bar once a week, and a similar number regularly use protein powders. With all the hype around these, should we jump on the bandwagon? While these protein products can help boost your protein intake, it's important to be cautious. According to an article in the Daily Mail, overdoing it can lead to different things like kidney stones and tooth decay. So experts do agree that the best way to get your protein is from whole food. Aha, that's what I've been saying. Not only do these foods provide high quality protein, but they also offer other essential nutrients. A dietitian in the article recommends that getting protein from natural sources, and they mention beans and soy, which I don't agree with, fish, eggs, and meat. That's the best way to do it. These foods are rich in protein, but also provide other nutrients, and they are right. Whole foods give you a package of nutrients the way nature intended. And when you are getting a protein powder, it is up to the manufacturer of what they're putting in there, right? All they're looking for is that number of grams on the side panel of the product. So the downside, one concern, according to the article, is that these protein bars and shakes have added ingredients such as sweeteners and sugars. Not just that, it's the artificial sweeteners, it's the GMO ingredients, it's other fillers that you don't get in natural whole foods. And some of these products also probably are coming with proteins that don't provide all of the essential amino acids. We've talked about how your body needs every essential amino acid needed for muscle growth. So think about it this way. If you're trying to build a bicycle and you've got 3 handlebars, 2 seats, and 1 wheel, how many bikes can you build? None. But you got all of these extra parts that are going to be stored as fat. That's what happens when you don't have the essential amino acids in the right ratios, the way nature intended in animal meat. That is what is needed for muscle growth, tissue, hair, eyes, everything. And these common additives like the artificial sweeteners, sorbitol, mannitol, can cause bloating and digestive discomfort. My daughter was telling me that the protein powder that we have in our house causes her bloat. That's your body telling you it doesn't work for you. Other additives like carrageenan, guar gum, xanthan gum, they also can cause digestive issues. And if you are having digestive issues, that means your body's not assimilating the nutrients. It's not absorbing it. It's causing leaky gut and dysbiosis. These ingredients also from the ultra-processed foods, because ultra-processed foods have been linked to weight gain and conditions like insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, all of that, that is taking you away from your goals, right? Our goals for having protein actually is to lower insulin resistance. These ingredients could cause fat gain. They could cause your body to store those toxic or unknown food items in there that aren't food, that your body doesn't know what to do with, in your fat cells. Your fat cells encapsulate what they don't want in the body, whether it's heavy metals, radiation, toxins, or additives in your protein powder that's supposed to be healthy for you. So this is something that you gotta really focus on when you're looking at your macros. The truth about protein supplements. So the article makes good points. It makes good points about the fake ingredients and the added sugars. These are not real foods. And just because a protein bar or shake claims to have a certain amount of grams in there, 25 to 30 grams, that doesn't mean your body's going to absorb it all. So if you're exercising, you're strength training, or you're older, you do need more protein. As you age, your body has a harder time breaking down protein, especially if you have issues like fatty liver disease. And that's why I always talk about the importance of liver health. If your liver's not healthy, You can't metabolize your protein, break it down into those amino acids, and repackage those amino acids to build your muscles or to do whatever it needs to do. Your liver also is where your fat metabolism happens. So that is why your liver health is so important. And protein is vital for a healthy metabolism. It provides the building blocks for muscles, tissues, organs, hair, nails. A lot of vegans lose their hair, they have weak nails, their skin complexion is white or pale because they don't have the blood, the iron, the good hemoglobin in the blood from the protein. Protein is essential for energy, growth, repair, maintaining our bodies, especially the bones and the muscles. It is needed for brain, heart, and liver. It's also crucial for normal bodily functions, including your immune system. Antibodies are proteins, and transporting oxygen in the blood, hemoglobin, is a protein. Without enough protein, your immunity might suffer, your wounds will take longer to heal. Protein, protein, protein. Protein also helps burn fat by increasing that thermic effect, where different types of calories consumed create some heat in the body. Now, what's interesting, you don't get that thermic effect with these protein shakes because the protein is already pre-digested. You get it from the animal protein, and you get about 25% of the calories burned just through digestion and heat production from eating that animal protein. So every 100 calories of protein you consume, 25 are used up through that digestion and heat. You don't get that with these fake foods, right? Okay, fat storing proteins. These protein powders and bars could be fat storing. You get about 80% of their contents converted into sugar, which is going to lead to fat and muscle gain. Animal protein has that thermic effect. These don't. These proteins use about 18% of their amino acids to make new proteins, and the rest is converted. You've got most protein powders made out of whey, pea, and soy protein, which bring on a whole nother cascade of issues. They cause inflammation in the gut. They can increase estrogen level, leaky gut, allergies. Whey is from dairy, which is one of the top allergens for people. Soy is full of glyphosate and GMOs, while also increasing that wrong estrogen in the body. Peas can be full of mold and trigger a cascade of issues related to allergies and inflammation, leaky gut, and more. So that all aside, the fact that they aren't even giving you that bang for your buck as it relates to assimilating amino acids. You don't want to focus on the chicken, beef, turkey, and pork. I go into that on my group coaching and on my website, where these have amyloid proteins and full of linoleic acid. They don't get broken down. They get stored in your brain, cause Alzheimer's, and in your tissues, cause gut issues. And you want to focus on that wild animal protein. Deer, lamb, bison. Bison's my favorite. It's the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. Elk, Cornish game hen, wild cold water fish. That is what you want to focus on. Now, saying all of that, it's hard to get in your G's, right? It's hard to get in your grams of protein. You want to get 1 gram per pound of lean body mass, or ideal body mass. I like to use the Perfect Aminos, which is a supplement that contains pure essential amino acids in the precise right ratio needed to build new proteins in the body. It achieves 99% utilization in the body. So each serving is the equivalent of 30 grams of whey protein, but only has 2 calories. So you can use that to supplement your wild animal protein. Remember, it's a supplement. Wild animal protein is the focus. Now, what else is important? You gotta love your liver. You can do the liver flushes. You also can use acceleridine iodine, which increases your ATP production. That is your true cellular energy. And remember, iodine's needed for that cell membrane it has a value of iodolipid value on the cell membrane, meaning iodine and fat. So you need those 2 components to allow nutrients into the cell and toxins out. And that acceleridine iodine helps with that value on the membrane, but it also increases ATP inside the cell to 36 per mitochondria, and it helps devitalize your foreign pathogens outside the cells. It also helps cleanse the liver, or cleanse the blood, so the liver can do its job. So acceleridine iodine also helps with protein synthesis. Amazing. and of course your thyroid. And when your thyroid works better, you're going to assimilate your nutrients better. You can also add in the accelerated keto. The ingredients help with ATP production and mitochondria, aids in weight loss, helps with building that muscle, using that protein to build your muscle, and suppress your appetite for the sugars and the processed foods that can actually derail your weight loss or muscle building goals. And of course, you can also add in the accelerated thyroid. Remember, if your thyroid's not working right, your cholesterol levels might go up and you're not going to synthesize protein very well. So hopefully this was helpful. I love talking about protein, you know me, and this is something that is really important for your macronutrients. Whether you are low carb, high fat, whatever diet you're on, protein is that macronutrient that is super important, but it does matter where your protein comes from. Thanks for joining me today. If I can help you with your issues, contact me directly through the website, SaraBantaHealth.com. Happy to put together a protocol for you. And join my free group coaching on Telegram. There's no downside. I teach you on a daily basis with tips and tools to enhance your health, and you will be a part of an amazing like-minded group. You can follow me on social media under Accelerated Health Products and on over 100 channels under Accelerated Health TV and radio show. Join us every week, Mondays and Tuesdays live, and I post a third one on Thursday, so remember to subscribe, and you can use coupon WELCOME10 for 10% off site-wide. Thanks again, and have a great week.